We're gonna be reacting to A Silent Scream, Pony.au by AdMadPie Pony, Octa Scratch. Now I do gotta set up my Bluetooth thing because I didn't do that yet, and for some reason my Windows key on my keyboard is not working. So I have to do, just more money to spend out of my pocket. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care. It's okay. I got plenty of money. I'm rich. I wish. Okay. Yeah, this right here is by The Lost Narrator. I just want to do a horror thing today, but this right here is recent, so it should be pretty good. It was 2 weeks ago when it was uploaded, so yeah, I just want to do a horror thing today. That's why I'm doing this. I didn't really want to do that long of a video. I didn't even want to do no video today, but hey, got my bang that I'm almost finished with already, but it's all right. Been drinking on it for like an hour, but hey, I got a headache now. It's all right. We good. Tell you all my problems. Y'all like my problems? Good. Y'all like my problems. I will be leaving in the video just to give me some water and, hopefully my head don't explode. Okay? What is wrong with me?
I'll never forget the first time I saw her.
That's loud, but hey.
She had a smile that reached beyond her lips. The warmth in her lilac eyes.
Oh no.
Her mane and coat may have seemed plain to other common pony rabble, but for me,
what's this called again? A Silent Scream.
A symbol of strength. The gods must have seen the true color of her soul.
Only one true God. I'm just saying.
To subdue her beauty. Only I saw the truth.
Oh, my bad.
There was something enchanting about the way her mane swept over her back, caressing her fur as she moved with her music. The brightness didn't come from her hue, but from within, and no pony could extinguish it.
But how, though?
Her movements were elegant, radiant. She didn't need the instrument within her grasp to control the hearts of those blessed enough
string it with her fingers.
To even witness her mastery of music.
Like fingers with hooves.
Concerto wove expert tales of.
You just said a lot of jibber jabbers that I call science, rocket science, however, and I don't understand a word you just said.
Heroes and victories long past.
I make music myself, but I don't know what the freak you just said. It's called jibber jabbing.
So that the masses were edified. To hear her.
What about the masses?
Witness a siren serenade.
What about siren serenade?
Unspeakable calm and joy was sure to wash over you.
What about calm and joy?
Every word. The more I lingered around her, the harder it was to keep away.
The harder I got.
Moth to a flame. I was consumed by her essence.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, there was also many others who felt the same. But I was, in fact, the luckiest mare who ever lived.
Woo!
Octavia the Bard.
Oh gosh, no.
The only pony I ever truly loved.
Wow, you're depressed. Okay, I got it.
Was not a simple task. Plenty of the herd offered her riches and prestige, but the life I offered Octavia was
you
perfection.
went. Wait, who?
Marriage. The life I offered Octavia.
Octavia. Do you mean Octavia?
Riches and prestige, but the life I offered Octavia was perfect.
Maybe you did say, wait, I'm tripping.
Prestige, but the life I offered Octavia.
No, you said
perfection.
You said Noctavia. Well, who's Noctavia? I have no idea.
Marriage to a noble sun mage. No. This implied a certain air of respect and dignity, the likes of which no other unicorn could boast. We were tasked with raising the sun in the sky every morning to begin it.
Wait a minute. That's not even your job. I gotta stop pausing.
I'm
not gonna become my old self now.
Revered. We were placed on pedestals because
y'all questioning me, huh? I know y'all questioning me. I'm not becoming my old self. I'm not gonna pause the entire rest of the video. That's a freaking lie.
Our magic kept life sustained.
In case I don't know, I used to pause all the time in my videos. I used to pause it and all,
from
y'all know what I'm talking about.
Unicorns into one focused spell.
By the way, I'm not sponsored by Bang. I don't know if I said that. I'm not. I know I didn't say it. What?
Mage Supreme.
Who are you?
By all accounts, my life was the one most coveted. But praise and titles couldn't warm an empty bed. Tavi was the piece of my life that was most precious. I would burn what I had earned to the ground if it meant her uninterrupted happiness.
Now that's a little too far.
Luckily, for a time, that wasn't necessary.
For a time? What do you mean for a time?
At first, it manifested as a hoarse stutter that interrupted an otherwise perfect melody. Then the dryness ached in her throat, causing coughing that would break her concentration, creating a sour note. I tried to dissuade her panic by noting that the universe must be bitter at her ability and was trying to appease some unknown god by making her more mortal. But humor and deflection can't stave off a darker reality.
Called a heart
As
attack.
these
That's what it's called.
moments grew in frequency, so did our worry. A healer offered us nothing but deep condolences and a diagnosis. Consumption. Such an illness was so aptly named, as the disease would consume the body until there was nothing left but a hollowed out husk. I didn't think
how would a disease actually consume the body like that? I mean, like,
but I would not fail.
Diseases don't consume organs or bones or marrow or whatever else inside the body, muscle. They don't consume that.
A far nobler magical endeavor.
What about magical endeavor? That's demonic. Get help.
Of love. For hours, days, and
I don't have that.
I pored over magic tomes and parchments. I exhausted all of my resources and had no other recourse but to delve into a necessary, yet often forgotten and judged school of magic. Blood magic. Tavi was
I never heard of blood magic, but it sounds bad.
I finally crafted the spell that I believed would save us. I named it soul bonding. With a singular incantation.
Why would you want to do
her
that?
Fate with mine. It would keep her safe in this mortal coil in perpetuity.
But you'll get the disease.
That love
Idiot.
really can conquer all. If there's one wisdom I've learned from delving into this magic, it's that darkness loves to lie. My naivety and trust led me to cast a spell for which I was woefully unprepared. The moment my spell concluded, something consumed me. An evil only described as a slithering sharp cold filled my veins with every pump of blood from my heart. Unseen tendrils rooted me to the ground.
That's not veins, I hate to tell you.
Keeping me stationary for a metamorphosis I hadn't wanted. Pain came slowly. A shiver of knives ran up my spine as each inch of flesh was ravaged by its grasp.
Yeah, you're getting the disease now.
Excruciating.
Good job.
I felt something from within me being forcibly sliced away. It was slow and deliberate, but methodical and all-encompassing. I don't remember the exact moment that I realized I had lost all sensation.
No, you do. You do. Trust me. You don't forget that moment in life when you're dying
my thoughts
on your deathbed. That's what it means.
My very existence wavered between consciousness and nothing. There was only one constant truth. Tavi, this shouldn't have happened.
Well,
she should have been with me.
Like I said, you played yourself.
Things had not gone as I had planned. How long was I working on that spell?
That's the Vanna voice I like to hear. Her voice did change, by the way.
I'm not the one tripping. When I cast it. How much of my obsession consumed me to our detriment?
100% of it.
This unknown was hell. There appeared to be no escape. And I suppose that was only fitting, considering it appeared that I had failed her.
You have failed everybody, Pony.
No. With what precious consciousness I had left, I engraved her name inside me. I refused to let this be our fate. I would writhe and scream and defy heaven and earth in this hell to find my way back to you again. The sound of a piercing cry.
There you go, you played yourself. It's okay.
A slash of a blade.
I heard that slide, yeah.
A thud of a body on the ground.
You get murdered. This is the thing you unravel when you get murdered.
These sounds were real.
What? That even makes sense?
Tangible piece of reality I'd encountered since. Wait, how long had it been?
No, it's been forever.
I searched in the void until I found a faint light off in the distance.
I don't see a faint light. I see faint billions of light
without the familiar
shining in my
momentum of
cuticles.
ground beneath hooves. The light
Cuticles? Ignore that.
Light was angelic and filled the emptiness that was me with something real.
Uh-huh.
During my pursuit,
Death.
I felt it shift. I watched the light tremble and stutter until it resembled that of a pony. However, once it found its shape,
I don't see no
could feel
pony.
the light fade away from me.
I see darkness
I tried to scream for
and
it
light.
to stay, to save me from this
That's about
purgatory
it.
from where I had been banished. But how can anything answer a silent scream? My movements turned frenzied. I refused to lose this chance. I needed this light. Without it, I was sure it would be the end of me. When
it will be the end
I
of you.
reached the beautiful
Whenever you go
light,
into you,
my mere presence
that was
thrusted
supposed to-
it backwards into a tear in reality I had not seen.
Y'all don't get it.
I
Never mind.
latched on,
My
the
bad.
light dragging me from the darkness like a parasite that sought an unwilling host for freedom.
I don't like that mute. Whoa, that was cool. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. Caught me off guard. Flashbang. Ow. So too late for the
Sensation
ow. But
whisked forward, and I felt.
That's
I
freaking
really
bright as freak.
felt
Okay.
again. Pain, fear, confusion, joy, sadness, relief, anger, excitement, all whirling with
My bad.
intensity. I wanted to scream as an act of finally releasing what had been dormant for so long. I knew what it felt like to open my mouth and produce a sound. But in me, there was no mouth, no voice. Therefore, no outcry. Sight seemed to be the only sense which I could rely on as the world came back into view. Even that felt foreign and labored.
I was listening.
As
What?
There were no
What did you say?
eyes to shift from side to side to absorb what I was seeing. But I saw. It was dark.
Am I looking at
in
an
this
eyeball?
world,
What am I looking
but
at?
not devoid of light like mine
I don't know
was.
why I would think that would be an eye,
Soft
but
illumination
hey,
emanated from the
pony
moon
eye
and
maybe,
stars
like
overhead,
big black circle.
and strange tall lamps lit with magical auras. All around me was an expansive garden of perfectly kept flora, arranged in elegance around winding cobblestone pathways. Most notably, I saw a castle made of bricks painted shades of purples and whites, and accentuated with turrets fashioned with gold. Its grandiose size made the spires pierce the very heavens with their might and majesty. I tried again to exclaim my shock and awe, but could make no motion or sound. It was
What am I
a
looking at,
terrifying
bro?
reminder
The
of my
freak am I looking at?
non-existence within this reality.
Yeah,
My
non-existent
nothingness
reality.
was no longer trapped
Twilight,
in a
that
world
you?
of the same.
I see
but
purple. I
that
think
didn't
Twilight.
Make it
What
any
about
more
it?
bearable. That was until
Or Starlight.
I saw
They look the
her.
same. Just ask
Tavi,
Kimber.
my Tavi. She was laying
Get on with it. What am I looking at? It's frustrating me. It's frustrating me. I don't know what the freak I'm looking at.
on the wet
I want to know what
cobblestone
my
street,
eyeballs are
eyes
perceiving.
wide and wild with her hooves
What the lights
clutched in
flashing back to my
disbelief
brain
her
are looking
chest. She appeared to be frantically scanning the
I don't know
fur
how that
for
works,
a
but I think that's
wound
how that works.
had
Probably not.
presumably
Okay.
caused the pool of blood around her. We both watched in disbelief as that very blood seeped backwards into the wound unseen, until nothing
about a
but
wound?
a frightened, unharmed mare remained.
I lost.
The more
I'm
I
lost.
concentrated on Tavi, the more my senses
What about
were honed.
Tavi,
I could
Octavia, or
feel
Novtavia, whatever
She
you said before?
existed for me, and the rush of sensation that followed overwhelmed me. I could hear her.
Okay, I'm stupid. I just got the title. I just thought about the title and I just got it. Octa Scratch. It's pretty much, yeah. For some reason, I thought that was an actual pony, you know, in the MLP universe. I'm like, Octa Scratch, yeah, Vinyl Scratch. No, my brain shut off when I read that. Octa Scratch is an Octa Scratch Creepy Dark. It's an Octavia and Vinyl Scratch Grimdark. That's what it means. Y'all already got that. I am aware. I am a little slow. Bear with me, okay? It ain't my fault that my brain does not operate on y'all's level. I am sorry, okay? Bear with me. I mean, I knew it was about Octavia and Vinyl Scratch because of the beginning, but still, I just now got the title. Shut up.
Labored breath and pounding heart. I could smell her scent, one that I could identify through space and time.
Smells delicious, girl.
Eyes. They seemed a darker hue
my
than
wild
I
side come out.
I could taste the air between us, copper and lilac. I could feel the warmth expanding without perimeters or logic. Details may have changed, but she was my Tavi.
No.
Of that I was sure.
No.
Tavi stared up in my direction, and her breath caught in her throat. If I had a heart, it too would have skipped a beat at the realization that she wasn't looking through me, but at me. She shifted and opened her mouth to say something. But when some pony else approached, she quieted the words in her throat. A stallion approached with urgency. He asked Tavi if she was all right, but the name on his lips was not the correct one.
I am looking at a pony.
No, I was certain this was my beloved Octavia. She responded softly.
Octavia, see, who is Octavia? Listen, you have to explain these things, Mag. I don't know who Octavia is. You probably have explained a lot more than what I'm letting on because I am stupid and don't know how to hear. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing like this out of can. I don't know what the frick I'm doing. Help me. Play the video.
Shock. She identified with the name he'd said without question. He didn't seem to listen to the words she spoke.
That blood coming out of his now. What's happening there?
That whatever her answer was, it would be an affirmative one. At the very least, I expected an extended hoof to help her regain her balance.
Nah.
Even if the cretin was only feigning interest.
The hoof is gonna be pounding on your head.
Muster that much courtesy for a man clearly in distress. Instead,
I got issues.
He mumbled something about wanting to avoid mud that wasn't present, and turned tail to retreat like the coward he was.
My dude trying to avoid mud that isn't present. My dude is stupid, He ain't even my dude. He's your dude. Your dude is stupid. Like, bro, what the freak? Trying to avoid. That has a deeper meaning. I'm aware, okay?
My disbelief.
I read the Bible. I should be used to these freaking deeper meanings, but I'm not, okay?
I'm sorry. Melted into anger, hot and all-consuming. Once again, I moved. That strange fluid motion that defied explanation. I was near him, surrounding him, and existing with him.
You're about to kill somebody. Wait, chill, Vine. Chill, Vine.
His hooves started to tremble.
Hey,
stones that had been sedentary for
that's not stones. That's flesh.
Clattered against one another, cracking and fraying. As
yo,
red
you're
light
about
pierced upwards from below.
It's not worth
The
it.
light engulfed, demolishing stone
I'm sorry. I'm
in
shut
its
up now.
wake as it etched a circle into the ground around us. Patterns with symbols. I recalled seeing this particular symbol in a book of spells I referenced for my soul bond.
Yeah,
Pentagram. The stallion's body writhed and twisted until pieces of him tore away from his flesh. Was that my fate eons ago? Just what exactly had I done?
Oh, you've done a lot.
Bones, muscle, and finally fur attached themselves to what I could only describe was my essence. Or at least that's what it appeared to be. I
know I'm looking at a pony head,
only required
but I don't know nothing much other than that.
Offer. I felt disdain for the pieces that made him a stallion.
Soundtrack is good
also
though.
For the pretentious gold mane and tail, the unremarkable cutie mark, the predictably boring sky blue eyes.
That cutie mark is Octavia's.
And the vocal cords that emanated a haughty, grating tone. Those parts were inferior. My essence knew that. His initial scream was short-lived, but the wail that followed felt different. There was no sound, no utterance, but I felt it. I could feel him.
Yeah, I know my lore. It's not even lore. I just know stuff.
This restless, writhing worm was alive in an unreachable space. A new space. I thought I would be repulsed. Instead, I felt rejuvenated, revitalized even. Mere moments ago, I was with him, and now?
He's dead.
I was in control.
No.
Tavi spoke softly again, and I turned to face her. This time, I
You
felt
hear
the
her voice?
sensation of the turn. I glanced down at myself.
What am I looking at, bro?
A body had formed.
Those music notes in the background? I don't know why I would say that. That don't make no
with
sense.
a frame akin to the
Actually, it
one
does.
I'd
It could
lost.
be. Who knows?
Flesh, bone, fur.
Yeah.
I could feel the ground
I had to finish
under
it off
my
for you.
hooves
My bad.
again. But even from within this mortal coil, I could sense it too had faults and flaws. Don't ask me how I knew the sliver needed to be replaced. Still, even through bewilderment, how I knew the sliver needed to be replaced.
Liver. Okay, at least you said liver.
Even through bewilderment, I felt my new lips curl from the sense of irony. Was it fate or circumstance that this stallion ended up being the same color as my original coat? Without thinking, I offered my hoof to Tabby.
Stallion had to do with anything?
Hoof that should have been offered to begin with. She didn't take it though. Not at first. She was still strewn about the ground in a state of upheaval from the struggle I hadn't seen. I saw confusion on her face.
Confusion, yeah, I got that.
Terror in her eyes.
I got that right now.
Me.
I got confusion right now. I do.
Attempting to recoil my hoof, but she surprised me by suddenly taking it. It startled me, and I was now standing face to face with her.
You're startling me. Explain.
I expected fear, droves of it for what she had just experienced and for what she was staring at now. I had the shape of a pony, but I wasn't sure how I appeared in that moment to her, missing such vital pieces. Instead, she studied
so you're
me
not
for
put together
a long
properly
stretch of
then.
time. Her hoof ran over the fur of my cheek, and I shivered, delighting in the sensation of touch. She didn't run. She didn't scream.
She died.
Didn't even shy away. Her touch
that was dark.
Gentle and deliberate. She wanted to feel me. Finally, she asked me who I was.
That.
Not what, but who. To her, I was a pony, despite everything that had just occurred. Knowing that I had no voice to respond, I dipped a portion of my new hoof in the bloodied remains of the stallion to write my name on the disturbed cobblestone.
Should have already seen that coming.
However, I only finished the V
He's probably
when
been there
more
for the past 20
ponies were
minutes.
heard approaching. I could tell by the clink of armor and the carefully militant gait of their trot that these were guards. That old familiar sound of order.
Yeah.
Usually, I
got
would
law
welcome
problems,
their
Vinyl?
presence,
So do
but
I.
now,
I can help.
It filled me with fear.
I can help.
The viscera on the ground would only paint me as guilty.
Give up. That's all you gotta do, just give up. Go down otherwise. Give up. Give up.
Had the strength or magic to do it
Give
again.
up.
Could I even do this to
She's
more
not
than one
listening. She's
pony
about
at
to
a
die.
time? Tabby
sorry,
must have
Austin.
sensed my dismay,
Daddy.
and with a quick thought, she shoved me out of sight. I stumbled through a bush. The sensation of twigs and leaves against my coat ignited a prickly discomfort. I shook the brambles free and glanced down at my fresh white coat. Pure, untainted, and beautiful, but it offered no camouflage whatsoever. I stayed perfectly still. Tabby cried out to the guards as if she were mortally wounded.
How'd that help you?
She spoke frantically, flailing her hooves like mad, and pointing at the dagger that I'd failed to notice until now. With rush.
So, let me get this straight. You dead mentally. Wait a minute. I just looked down. Is that like stuff coming out of your body and then wrapping her? What's happening? What are you? What are you? You're not a regular pony. You're a regular demon. That's what that, and you're wrapping around her. I am lost.
Rushed words, she wove a fictitious tale of a mugging and a masked assailant wielding a weapon. The story she was telling was her own, but with this Prince Blueblood in place as the victim. I made a mental note of the description. This vile pony who set forth these events would soon meet a fate far more gruesome than the one she had almost suffered. Revenge is a very necessary vessel.
No, it's
However,
not.
To confused guards, a thief who had reduced a pony to the state that I left that stallion
God don't
seemed
like
a little
revenge.
far-fetched in concept.
You're like, forgive me.
But still, this was my Tabby, And even within the unfamiliarity, this was my Tabby. And even
I heard daddy first. Okay, I was about to say that
within
would throw me completely off
no
guard.
pony could weave a more convincing tale than she. In this, or any other, lifetime. When their confidence of her account weakened, she asserted herself with the title she held in the castle nearby. Musician to the princess. My chest swelled.
Your chest has some coming out of it.
The words may have changed, but the core talent remained the same. With the mentioning of this unnamed monarch, the guard straightened with recognition. Tabby pointed in the direction opposite of where I was hiding, outcrying about the murderous thief, and they raced onward. Once the clatter of suits and hooves could no longer be heard, the bushes began to rustle, and soon Tabby emerged from them. Hesitancy was at the forefront as she approached, cautious but curious. She smiled nervously, but that familiar affection still lingered behind all the confusing emotions that whirled within her. I longed for her, that ache. Before I could react, I felt a tug. She pulled me along the broken cobblestone, mumbling the word Canterlot. I didn't recognize the word, but even so, I obliged.
You didn't recognize the word, so you're not from this world then.
Peace inside
that world.
Me that I only shared with Octavia. Tabby.
I think I get it. I think I get it. Okay. So you're from an actual different universe. Then you got transferred to Equestria somehow that I didn't catch on to.
A single interwoven soul of my beloved wife and my forever. I knew from the start that I would never truly be worthy of her love. So I would move mountains to earn it. This new body, this new world. It was the second chance to live the life I had promised with her. I am ready to shed my old existence and begin anew.
Is that who Vinyl Scratch really is? Wow. I know who she is now.
Entirely.
She's not.
I had always lamented never giving myself the opportunity to study music like Tabby. It is only fitting for a pair of conjoined souls to practice the same craft. Our life would be our symphony. I am her muse, and she is mine. I'm still unsure of what to call myself, or how many other lives must burn before I'm whole. But I am no longer afraid of that prospect. I embrace what I've become. A malignant spirit who defied death through love.
No, you didn't defy death through magic. I'm just saying.
The only pony I have ever and will ever love.
I doubt that, but we'll see. We'll see. Not really, because My Little Pony actually ended years ago. But hey, we'll see eventually. I don't know what I thought about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. It wasn't the worst. Definitely not. I've seen worse. Trust me. Definitely wasn't the worst, but confusing nonetheless. But near the end, I think I understood. She was like, maybe I didn't understand. I'm confused. If you understand, comment down below. Help me understand, because I'm too stupid to understand. So for those that aren't stupid, let me know in comments below. I'm gonna sit chat. We're not live, but let me know in comments below what the freak going on there. I think I have a gist. Vinyl, or whatever her name was, or whatever. Did a spell to keep her and her loved one, not Octavia or whatever. And then did that. Now they're one, and then she transferred to Equestria somehow, seeing Octavia, and that's who Vinyl Scratch really is. I don't know. Comment down below if you know. My chest is starting to hurt, so I'm gonna get off here, and hopefully before I die. Hope you guys enjoyed. I almost had that. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, notifications. I'll see you all in the next one. And as always, peace out.